Here's something most people don't realize about the true cost of living in Myrtle Beach in the Grand Strand. And if you're planning a move in 2026, not knowing the full picture could cost you thousands. I'm Layne, and I help families and individuals make a smooth transition to the Myrtle Beach and Grand Strand area every single day. In this video, we're pulling back the curtain on the real expenses you can expect in 2026, from housing costs to that all-important sweet tea budget. If you're thinking about making the move, I get calls and emails every day from people just like you, and I absolutely love it. Whether you're moving in 9 days, 90 days, or even 9 months, there's a link in the description to book an easy call. I'd love to help you build a personalized game plan. Now let's get into the numbers. Let's start with the big one, housing. Myrtle Beach and the Grand Strand remain attractive in 2026, but prices have steadily climbed. Don't expect 2019 numbers. For a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single-family home in popular areas like Carolina Forest or Murrells Inlet, you're looking at roughly $350,000 to $550,000. Condos range from around $200,000 for a smaller unit up to $600,000 plus for luxury oceanfront properties. But here's what a lot of people overlook: the cost beyond the mortgage. Property taxes are generally lower than in most northern states, and that's a genuine win. Of important note here, there's a big difference in tax rate based on the use of a home. A home used as a primary residence has a property tax rate of roughly only 1/3 of the same home used as a secondary vacation residence or rental property. The reason for this is so a homeowner will never be taxed out of their primary home as property values rise over time. It's only fair. A home used as a secondary vacation residence or rental property here has a property rate that, while higher than if used as a primary residence, it's still in line with other Southeast region states. You can claim your home here as your primary residence by registering your vehicles and paying South Carolina state taxes. It really doesn't matter how much time you spend here. Also important costs to consider are homeowners association fees, known as HOA fees, in condo complexes and planned communities. These can run as low as $50 a month to over $1,000 a month. The cost depends on what the HOA covers. In an oceanfront condo building, the HOA covers everything, including water, sewer, electricity, cable, amenities, maintenance, repairs, and property insurance, so it is going to be quite high. In a single-family home community where the HOA exists mainly to keep someone from putting a junker car in their front yard or to get a group discount on cable, the HOA fee will be quite low. And then there is insurance. At the coast, wind and hail coverage is always required. Flood insurance may also be required depending on your flood zone. All this can add up to $2,500 a year to as much as $6,000 a year. I had a client last year who was completely caught off guard by a flood insurance quote on a home just 2 blocks from the Intracoastal Waterway. We have a lot more water here than just the ocean, so factor that in from day one. Of note, we have a lot of marshes here. They are protected by the Army Corps of Engineers and the EPA as they are very important for our region. They act like sponges to mitigate and absorb the extra water we get from tropical storms. A house will not necessarily be in a flood zone just because it is near a marsh. Other geographic features are in play. It's easy to find out if a house is in a flood zone by just looking on the county GIS map. So utilities and groceries. On the utility side, electricity in summer can run higher than you might expect because of the humidity. Plan for $150 to $350 a month, depending on the size of your home and how cool you like to keep it. Whether you keep that thermostat on 79 degrees or 72 degrees makes a big difference in your bill. Water and sewer average $70 to $120 a month, and internet and cable fall in line with national averages, $80 to $150 a month. One thing worth knowing, local electric companies introduced a peak usage charge in late 2024. During peak hours, 6 to 9 a.m. in winter and 3 to 6 p.m. in summer, Horry County Electric charges $12 per kilowatt hour and Santee Cooper charges $8. It's only a 3-hour block each day, but it can take you by surprise when you get your bill. Being mindful of when you run appliances during these times can make a real difference. So on groceries, we have all the major chains, Publix, Kroger, Food Lion, and yes, we have Costco and Trader Joe's too. But prices here can run slightly above average for some items, partly due to our tourism economy and distance from major distribution hubs. A family of four can expect to spend $800 to $1,200 a month. My tip: hit the local farmers markets for produce and check the weekly sales ads. Small habits add up fast. Transportation. Myrtle Beach is car dependent. Public transit exists, but it isn't robust, so owning a vehicle is essentially a necessity. Gas prices track national averages, but you'll likely drive more. Car insurance rates can also tick higher in coastal high traffic areas. Get a quote specific to your new address before you budget. Entertainment. This is where Myrtle Beach truly shines, but can also be a budget buster if you're not careful. A nice dinner for two at a popular spot can easily run $70 to $100 even before drinks. Quick local tip: iced tea. Here in the South, you can go into any restaurant and order iced tea, and it is brewed in-house, not served in a can or bottle. There is sweet and unsweet, and if you like, you can order it my favorite way, which is half and half, sweet and unsweet mixed together. And drum roll here, iced tea refills are free. So now you have another reason to get to know and love our favorite regional beverage. And more good news: there are tons of free and low-cost ways to enjoy life here. Barefoot Landing in North Myrtle Beach and Broadway at the beach in Central Myrtle both host summer events with live music, stilt walkers, character meet and greets, and fireworks. The Market Common runs Spring Fest, the Ground Zero Dragon Boat Race, and weekly Movies Under the Stars at Valor Park in July. Free events are woven throughout the Grand Strand year-round, seasonal, weekly, and everything in between. If you love parks, Vereen Memorial Historical Gardens in Little River is completely free. A South Carolina State Park Pass is only $99 a year and gets you into every single state park in South Carolina, including Myrtle Beach State Park and Huntington Beach State Park. That's an exceptional value. Season passes to Myrtle Waves, Ripley's Aquarium, Myrtle Beach Family Golf, the Alabama Theater, Brook Green Gardens, and more are all worth looking into for fun things to do. And wherever you go, don't be shy about asking for a local's discount. It works more often than you think. How Myrtle Beach compares. Overall, the cost of living here is generally on par with or slightly above the national average, driven mostly by housing. But compared to major metros like New York, Boston, or even parts of Florida, you'll find meaningful savings, especially on property taxes and home prices. The trade-off is slightly higher groceries and summer utility bills. My top budgeting tips. First, build a detailed spreadsheet of expenses before you arrive. Get real quotes when you can. For example, for property insurance, rates can vary wildly. Although I've personally had the same insurers for my cars for 2 decades, I do not bundle my property insurance with that particular carrier because it's more expensive than others by a multiple of 5. Shop around. I'm happy to personally share a list of local insurance brokers who have served not only myself, but my other clients exceptionally well. Look up average utility bills for comparable homes. Track your current grocery spending now so you have a baseline. Second, consider living a few miles inland. Areas like Conway, Longs, or Socastee offer more affordable housing, and you're still just a short drive to the beach. You could save $50,000 to $100,000 on your home just by being 15 to 20 minutes from the beach. That's a difference that compounds over time. Understanding the cost of living is just one piece of the puzzle. If you're ready to start your home search or just want to talk through specific neighborhoods and what they actually cost, I'm here. Click the link in the description to schedule a call. If this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more Grand Strand insights, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Drop your cost of living questions in the comments. I read every single one.